Hello everyone, James Folino here and welcome to another edition of the Gold Coast Property Auction and Sales Results. This week we're covering the week of the 17th of January up until the 23rd of January 2022. Like we do every week, we'll go through a bit of a snapshot of the auctions and then we'll go into some properties that we've found that sold during that week. So let's get straight into it and let's have a look. I'll share my screen now for you guys. Let's do that. All right, here we go. So if we have a look now, we can have a look at some of the auction results. So again, not too much volume yet in Victoria and New South Wales. Towards the end of last year, they were really getting up there with, 800, 900 auctions per week and so on. So still their auctions, this year hasn't really kicked off, but it is auctions. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Ray White on the Gold Coast has a big event that was held yesterday. And this event, I think there was already an 80% clearance rate on the day. And I'm sure that clearance rate will go up. That was the preliminary clearance rate. And there was maybe already 77 properties were sold yesterday. So I think that Queensland result may be updated a little bit further. So let's get into the results that we've found for this week. We've got this one here. This was a townhouse at 13/87 to 91 Hebe Street in Southport. 3-bed, 2-bath with 1 car. Again, quite original on the inside. Body corporate was 65. And this one here in Hebe Street, pool and tennis court in the complex. And this one here sold for $530,000. The next one we're going to look at is this little unit. This was a one-bedder on Boom in Chevron Island. This was at 6/4 Adoree Street, Chevron Island. So quite a small unit. It's got a balcony. Body corporate was $75 per week. Little European laundry there. Swimming pool in the complex. And this one here sold for $250,000. So great purchase in there for an investor on that one, or first home buyer perhaps. Next one we're going to look at this one. This was sold under the hammer yesterday at that auction. This was at 4/26 Holland Court in Broadbeach Waters. This was a 2-bed, 1-bath, 1 car. Again, in the complex, there is a pool and there's also a tennis court. And this one here sold $388,000. So not bad there at all. Next one we're going to move on to is this one. We're going to look at a house. So we've got a house here, and this was in Upper Coomera. This was at 1 Fallow Court, Upper Coomera. 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car home. Lovely pool and alfresco area. It was a brick and tile home on a good-sized block, 550 square metres. Really nice on the inside, beautiful floor. And this one air-conditioned throughout. And that one there sold $767,500. We're going to move a bit south and a bit closer to the centre of the Gold Coast. We're going to go to Labrador. This was at 8/164 Frank Street. It was in a block of 8, had a body corporate of 52, had a rental appraisal about $400 per week. This is the unit here. As you can see, very close Frank Street to the water and to the Broadwater. And this one here, that's the block, sold $360,000. Next one we're going to look at is this one. This was a townhouse at 35/3. 35/3, where was this one again? Let's have a look. Bronberg. So 35/3 Bronberg Street in Southport. Pool and tennis court in the complex. 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car, double story. As you can see, quite neat and tidy on the inside. Not much needs to be done other than the person needs to move in their furniture and live there. 161 squares. So you've got about 16 squares of living. And this townhouse sold $575,000. Next one we're going to look at is another townhouse. This is at 74/300 Cottesloe Drive in Mermaid Waters. This was a 2-bed, 1-bath, 1-car townhouse, also with a pool and tennis court in the complex. This was in, I think, the Sailfish Resort I'm not sure of the body corporate, but from memory, I think it was upwards of that $80 mark. And this one here sold 524,000. Let's move along and have a look at this one. We've got 18/174 Gallon Way in Currumbin Waters. This was actually in an over 50s complex. There was 2 pools in the complex. It's brick and tile. There's an on-site manager as well. The body corporate very low to have all those facilities and the manager at 47 per week. It was a 3-bed, 2-bath with 1 car. Look at that, there's a lovely pool. That's the floor plan. And this one here sold for 500,000. Couple more to look at. We're going to look at this one. This was in Burleigh. This was at 14 Reserve Street in Burleigh. This is one that I just want to show you. This was sold in December of 2020, so approximately 12 months ago. It was sold for 930,000. They've done a renovation on this house, and there it is there, and it has now sold for 1,450,000. So there was over 520,000 of upside in the 12 months, less the hold-in and renovation costs. So someone did quite well on that one as well. And there's one more I'd like to show you is, let's have a look, is this one here. This was in Holywell. This sold for 975,000. This home was at 19 Gladulus Court. It was a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car on a large block of land being 861 square meters. We did a little bit of more investigation on this one, and as you can see, that's the home there. It sold in January, or just now, at 975. It was sold, it's saying that it was sold last year at 800, so about 170,000 less, and it was sold the year before for about another 100,000 less. So this home has potentially changed hands 3 times since October 2020, with each of the owners making a profit. So they're the homes for this week. I hope that's been interesting. Like I said, there's going to be more and more homes that are going to be sold, and more results coming to us over the coming weeks. So as you know, real estate starts a bit slow, but it hasn't this year. We're in the middle of January and the market's really on fire. If you've got any questions or need any assistance with your property hunting, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Otherwise, until next week, good luck, and look forward to speaking to you then. Have a great one.